And we're live. Welcome in, everyone. American and Leeds, the American and Leeds YouTube. I'm doing Twitter and LinkedIn. No, sorry. Geez, LinkedIn. Whew. No. We wouldn't do that. Instagram. I've linked the Instagram for the first time in a long time. Hope you're doing well. It is the wee hours of the morning in the UK and very well, it's approaching midnight here in the East Coast of the United States. I hope you're well. Hope you have some tea or a cup of coffee. Cheers. I've got my Hulk mug. And as I always say, respect your elders. Respect your elders. And to all the oldies out there, anyone over 50, God bless you. We've made it through a day. We can make it through another day together. So cheers to you. And thank you for your service to this world. People don't respect their elders enough. To the oldies. Okay, smash the like if you can. Means a lot. I am not monetizing this channel, so I want to kind of make a pledge to you. Anybody that has over 1,000 followers on YouTube and other spaces can monetize. And I am going to not monetize this channel. I just want to let everybody know that. So you shouldn't see any pre-ad, pre-roll, any of that stuff, any of those, those things that, any ads on my channel. Let me know if you see them, if they get interrupted in any way, let me know. I want to figure out how to get rid of that because, I do not pay for YouTube Premium personally. I stopped paying for it. And, yeah, that's just my pledge to you. I don't want to have any, I don't know, dishwashing soap ads in the in the middle of my stream. So you can do that on YouTube, and there's like a little thing where I've disengaged that. So I'm just making that pledge to you. Best thing to do is smash a like. Much appreciated. And let's go right into it. We have signed Joe Rothwell, and let's hear from the man himself. Joe, what do you think about joining the biggest club in the world, Leeds United? What's your take? What say you, Joe?
Well, Joe, congratulations on the move to Leeds. How does it feel?
Yeah, unbelievable. Certainly I heard of the interest in something that I was desperate to make happen, and thankfully we managed to do it quite quickly. So, delighted to get going now. So I'm central midfielder. I like to try and hit the ball a bit deeper and drive with the ball. I think that's one of the main qualities that I possess, and it's something that it's boded really well throughout my career. So it'd be something that I try to emulate here, and I hope that the fans enjoy what I do.
Yeah, was the manager a big attraction as well?
Huge, yeah. Obviously, I had a good few conversations with him. He obviously spoke really highly of the place, and what brought him here, and it made me want to come even more. So, as I say, there's only one aim this year. So I don't think Leeds United needs selling to anyone, to be honest. Huge football club, and they're in this division again, but obviously a bit unlucky last year, and the aim's one thing, and that's to get back to the Premier League. I want to come here and try and add a bit of experience, and help the team do that. It's a bit of a freak season last year with the teams accumulating the points that they did. So, any other season, 90 points usually gets you up. So, yeah, as I say, it was a weird season, but watching from afar, really exciting team to watch, and it's something I'm really excited to be part of.
How much was that Ellen Road a factor in playing in front of the Leeds fans as well?
It's huge. I think you think of Leeds and you think of the fans. I've had a few experiences playing there before. And I'd just say to someone before, it's the third time I've ever felt the stadium vibrate before when a goal went in. So, it'd be nice to be on the right side of the fans this time instead of the wrong side. This club probably shouldn't be in the Championship if it's a Premier League club. So, as I say, there's one aim this year, and we'll be looking to do that. As soon as I heard the interest, it was a case of trying to get it over the line as quickly as possible, and thankfully we've managed to do that. So it gives me a good 4 or 5 week chance to get around the lads, get to know them, and we can kick on and start the season.
Yeah, he's saying all the right things, right? Big club. As he said, the first time that I heard a stadium shake is when I was at Ellen Road. So he's saying the right things. The club shouldn't be in the championship. I love that. He's saying, so, these are little things, but they're big things. We want the personality of the locker room to gel. We want players that want to be here, right? That's the number one thing, especially after all the crap we went through under Jesse Marsh and all that, those players, all those snakes that left, and we're trimming the fat this year, and we're getting rid of all those loanies and trying to get rid of some of them. And so you want players that want to be here, and it's so good to see. I know it's a little, they put the LUTV, they put it on the T, and they said, come on, what's it like to play for Allen Road? What's it like to play for the Mighty Whites? He lit up, because you got to smack that one out of the ballpark. That's an American phrase. I don't know what to say. You got to hit that one out of the ballpark. You got to hit a home run, right? I don't know. You got to hit I don't know what the phrase is in cricket. So, but he put it on the tee, right? And you got to smash it. It can't just be, disingenuous. He's got to be genuine in that answer. And I think he was. So Joe Rothwell, that's me being positive, me being negative here. And he likes to drop the ball deep. He likes to kind of run with the ball. He likes to take it deep and run. Okay. So I'm a little bit, all right, well, to me, midfield seems to be covered. Our number 10 spot is not necessarily, is he a 10? No. This tells me two things. One, I think there is a strong possibility that we will have one of Ampadu, Gruev, or Kamara exit. Oh, I could be wrong. But usually it just seems to be that midfield might be surplus requirements. Now, he could play more forward. He could play in that 4-2-3-1 and maybe as a depth piece to Ruter. To me, Ruter has to stay at Leeds United. He is the number one priority player we have to hold on to. I don't care if Brighton comes in with $40 million. We have to hold on to Ruter. So he could play a little bit more forward as a depth piece. If he does, that tells me that Brendan Aronson is definitely going to be playing on the wing. Now, maybe Ruter is going to be playing on the wing, and then one of the wingers goes. So it's going to be interesting to see how this kind of evolves and rotates with Farkas' system. But I just don't know. I guess I'm excited about the signing in a sense because I think it's a good locker room piece, but it is, if I'm being negative, it's a championship signing, right? Like this is we are in the championship kind of signing. Like, would you want Joe Rothwell to be a centerpiece of what we did in the Premier League? No. So let's go over. He's 29 years old. That is a player that is seasoned in mid-career. That is full mid-career player in the championship. He is an English football player who plays central midfield for Leeds United. Obviously, his parent club is Bournemouth. And interestingly enough, he joined Manchester Academy at the age of 6. And on the 26th of July, 2011, he scored in a 7-0 win over County Tyrone. I'm saying this right, in the Milk Cup. I don't even know what that is. I'm sure many of you will correct me, but he's basically been a journeyman around some of the second tiers. He's been at Blackpool. He was at Oxford United, Blackburn Rovers, and in June 25th, or the 25th of June, 2022, he joined AFC Bournemouth and has been on loan the past 2 seasons, obviously at Southampton and now at Leeds United. So to me, this is a championship signing. And I don't mean to be negative in the sense we need championship players if we're going to hope for a promotion, but I don't know if this is a a marquee loan move, and I think there's some. I'm not ITK, so don't follow me there. But there's some conflict over whether he is going to have the option to buy at the end of his loan. I think he's got a bit about him. There's a great if you want to watch tactics, if you want to watch player ratings and an in-depth in that, watch Lockie. He released a great video of that. I don't feel comfortable enough to rate the player in terms of his skill set. I think he's got a good wand of a foot on him. I think he likes to dribble the ball from deep, which he admitted. I don't know if he's a kind of pass and move type player. And again, I don't know if he is really, to me, a player that we want to play more forward. We have the partnership with Ethan Ampadu. That could be a great possibility because I think Ethan has the ability to hold and kind of switch balls long. I think Ethan's got a great ability to pass the ball. And I think he can dribble from deep as well, but it's really not what he should be doing. If there could be a partnership there, that might be a good possibility. But as far as him playing in the 3, in the 4-2-3-1, in the more advanced role, I don't know. So I think it's a good signing. I think it's a depth piece signing, and I think it's a championship signing. That's really kind of my punchline with it. Let's go into your comments from the last video, and then we're pretty much going to wrap it up. And if there's any comments happening currently, I'll go over those as well. Ray LUFC from the last video says, great stream, quite inspiring. Thank you, Ray. Alex, we all love Leeds, says Liam. Cresswell decisioning is baffling. They could have loaned him out. Fark could be gone by Christmas. There is no indication he was trouble in the dressing room. Bad business, says Glenn. I think there's a player in there. I don't know. There must have been something that was beyond repair. That's the best thing that I could really surmise from all that. There must have been something that was just, for whatever reason, beyond repair. And I think good for us that he has not joined another English side, because we would be seeing it just would be more drama. Like we would be seeing him and seeing his rise, and we could see it now, but we at least will be in France, at least for a time being. So we move. I think his brother might be playing for the U18s. I saw another Cresswell playing, so I know he's a Leeds lad. So interesting. This person says SOE from also on Cresswell. Cresswell, from a spreadsheet point of view, I could understand the 49ers must have looked at a desk computer in an office, and they said he wasn't being used. Secondly, it costs you nothing in the first place to sell it. It's pure profit. There's more football than a balance sheet, despite PSR. This was bad business. Another person that does not agree with the Cresswell move. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The 49ers, they're not I can just speak to like at least their American business. They don't move on from players that are homegrown in their NFL stadium, but they will cut ties with somebody that is I'm just saying what I think. I'm reading the tea leaves. They will cut ties with somebody who is a cancer. I'm not saying Cresswell was that, because he wasn't really getting near the side, and he had a falling out with Farka, and we were thin at center back. I mean, it obviously, we moved Ampadu back half the season. So to me, there's something that's not being said, and I think it's good that it probably stays at the club, that it stays at Ellen Road, and that's not, the dirty laundry is not aired. So in a way, I'm defending the 49ers there. I think something's known that we don't know, I guess. It's not I mentioned a little bit about the academy in the last video. It's not the academy that's bad. In fact, Farka is not interested in youth. I replied to that comment and said basically, I don't think that Farka is not interested in youth. He played Archie Gray most of last season, so I think it's unfair. I mean, Cree and Willie Nanto aren't really necessarily old players in any sense either. So I don't think the Farka doesn't like youth. I don't completely agree with. Robin says, this is a really oldie, 78, and looks forward and welcomes to your takes and commentary. Thank you, Alex. Well, cheers, Robin. Totally agree with your take on Aronson, which I basically said the fact that he's light doesn't mean that he needs to hit the weight room. It's more the fact that he needs to understand football. Many players of his build have been top players. Balance as much as strength is an important factor. Yeah. Maybe it's just core strength, David. David Charlie says that. And I think I have a little cat that's just appearing on this. I have a window over there. He's a white cat too, so it's interesting to see him. Why Farka, not the agent, their recruit team? Why the father? Yeah, I don't know, John. I mean, he's talking about Cresswell. I don't know. Thorpe Arch, who was up here in the last stream, I talked about Thorpe Arch's facelift, what I think is a small thing, but it's a big thing. And Jeremy says Thorpe Arch was possibly not updated with modern amenities, etc., built next door onto an open-closed prison, possibly robbed, LOL. Regarding Rodon Media, all here reported 3 promoted clubs came in for him, which definitely was offering him $10 million. Yeah, I mean, the Rodon deal is can't be understated how great it was that he returned. Wasn't happy with Aronson. By the way, little small thing on Aronson. He needs to report to training. I don't know what's going on. USMNT, the United States men's national team, has been knocked out of Copa America for over a week. Report to Ellen Rhodes, sir. But that's basically all that. And there's a comment about the academy. There has the U21s have been relatively weak, but he emphasizes the fact that the U18s are some younger players and that are seriously good. They came to an FA Cup final and lost to Man City, a serious achievement. So do not be concerned about the academy. And that's about it. A lot of people saying that they like the comment, they like the channel, etc. So that's it. That's and I'll just summarize it. Basically, Joe Rothwell, good, solid business squad building, positive there, but also the negative of us being the realism of us being in the championship is very there with Mr. Rothwell. Hope he smashes it. I hope he's going to score, I don't know. We didn't have any goals from midfield, right, last year. So he will be an important player for us in that regard, and hopefully can help smash a couple goals in. 5 to 6 goals from midfield would be fantastic. Let me see. I'm just going to give them the live channels. Renee, hey, from Tennessee. Whoa, Renee, good to see you. Excited about the signing. I missed the news today. What are you in Tennessee? I'm flabbergasted that you are a Leeds United fan and watching me. So thank you very much, Renee. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm not like pumped. I think it's this. I mentioned last year. It's about who we're holding on to, not necessarily who we're going to get. If we could keep one of Nanto and Somerville, I would be ecstatic. And if we can keep Ruter, I would be ecstatic. Ruter, we cannot lose. To me, he has to stay. In other words, the expression of the final third goes through Ruter. He would be a huge miss. And just I love his personality. You see all the stuff that flows through him in terms of the the Leeds United content and being pumped. He's always got a smile on his face. I love Georgie, and I really want him to step up his game this year and continue to lead the front line. The Milk Cup is a knockout competition in England, like the FA Cup. Interesting word. Liam, interesting cup. I'll have to do more research. I don't know enough about the game. Are you guys excited about England, by the way? Let me know. Are you excited about, I mean, you have to be, right? It's coming home, right? It's got to come home. Look, I appreciate England as a football fan because you don't concede. You do play really great tournament football, and I know a lot of people bash Southgate, but if he wins the Euros, would you keep him? I don't know. He doesn't concede, and he did make the right subs the previous year. Hi, Liam. Rothwell gives Leeds another option in midfield, more depth in the midfield. Yeah, Michael. But I think also to that point, I think that you might see a midfielder go now. I think you might see a midfielder go. There will be outgoings. There will be outgoings. The team that starts the season will be completely different than the team that we see on Boxing Day. Gulf Course, Florida man, howdy. Berhalter out. Oh my God! Don't get me started. This is not a USMNT channel. I don't want to bore the English fans across the pond. The Leeds have many fans in the U.S. I should have this channel should be Leeds in America more than American and Leeds. But yeah, I'm on a couple of channels, Discords on Twitter and stuff. Yeah, they have some pretty good. I mean, it could always grow, and I think. So the whole ownership model of the 49ers and then like getting Will Ferrell and the NBA basketball stars and the golf stars and even the even the Red Bull stuff, like, and I have another take on that, but I'm going to be more positive tonight, basically, or this morning. All those stars and B-list and some of them and A-list stars are there to, when Leeds get promoted, they're going to be in the stands. They're going to be in the boxes. They're going to be selling the club to Americans because the Premier League is, the game has been invading the country, right? And it always has been for a while now, but with Messi here, with the World Cup and the Copa America coming, I think there is continued interest in football proper, in soccer. And so I think the 49ers enterprises are getting that infrastructure to sell Leeds United to a broader audience. So I guess that's what I can say about Leeds United fans. Can I go to a pub and talk about Leeds United? Not really. There's people. Could I go to a soccer team and talk about Leeds, like a college soccer team or a high school soccer team? I think most of the kids would know about it. Would know about, oh, they're in England, and they would know about, obviously, like, I think the failed American experiment. But I think they would know about the second tier, and they would know about promotion, relegate. But 10 years ago, if I talked about Leeds United, I don't think they would know. So there's a few factors there. I fell in love with Leeds United 15 years ago. I was researching clubs. A Liverpool fan and a Tottenham fan told me to basically follow a club. I wasn't, and it was like there were certain clubs I just wasn't going to. The Scummers, I wasn't going to do. I wasn't going to do Chelsea. I wasn't going to do any of the, like, I don't know. And I wasn't going to do Liverpool, and I wasn't going to do Tottenham. So I just looked at a map of England and saw Leeds. Loved the kit. Love the fact it was one club city. And Gary Monk was the head coach at the time. And I just was like, this is a great club. This club's gonna go up. And they did, obviously, and now we've gone down. Lee Radley says the lad is a steady signing, great business. Yes, that's absolutely it. That's it. He is a good, solid. I think he's a player you want on a championship promotion side. Andy War says England's luck's going to run Out comes Sunday. Yeah, you know what? I mean, they love to play footy, right? Spain. So we'll see. You don't concede. England does not was always set up not to concede. So they've got to, this is a game where England will be underdogs. So the later the game goes, and if England are up or if they are if it's 0-0, I think the tighter the game is as it goes, I think Spain might tighten. And if it goes to pens, dare I say it, Southgate might have learned his lesson, and I think they might be lined up a little bit better to take pens. They won't put on players that have not touched a football yet. So with Archie Gray going, Leeds are under no pressure to sell. Absolutely right, Michael. Although I expect bids to come in from Somerville and Nanto, and if they are sizable, other teams, right, Leeds may take the money. But here's the thing. Leeds are not mugs, and that's the key. The 49ers will not take over their evaluation. So they will not, like if they rate Somerville at 37 million pounds or whatever their hard number is, 35 million pounds, they will just be like, okay, you didn't meet our evaluation. And then it'll be midnight on deadline day. And hopefully we're 6-0 top of the league. And somebody might come in and say 50 and then we'll sell them or something like that. They're very unemotional. Like they're cold. It's like, it's not like we got to sell. They're very much even there. They're used to winning. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Andy, you've seen the damn United. I have not seen the full documentary. I've seen the highlights of it. I know what it's about. I still love Leeds. I guess I should watch it. Martin Cokes says, hi, Alex. Hey, Martin. One of my favorites. Michael Brown, are you disappointed in America's performance in Copa, especially as the States are the host nation? I know they're pampered. I'm a Leeds United fan first and foremost. And what player walks into a national side starting 3 games for their club? These guys, we need to grow up. The fact that if you follow or laugh at any of the U.S. content, the fact that we would even think about getting Klopp is a joke. Why would Klopp come here? First of all, we could never pay him. Second of all, could you imagine coaching world-class players at Liverpool? Mohamed Salah, Virgil van Dijk. Those are the Ballon d'Or invitees, but I could go on and then coaching Weston McKennie, who doesn't value fitness, or, Tyler Adams, who he had a hamstring loose the entire year. Why would he be in the national side? I'm very, they're pampered. They need to be kicked off the pitch. I don't like Brendan Aronson, from both an American fan and Leeds United fan. Like, this is good for him. He needs to come down to the championship. He needs to get kicked a little bit. And you know what? He'll come in the hopeful last 10 minutes of the game and press the hell out of the ball. That's what he needs to do. But that's where his ego needs to be, these guys' egos need to be diminished. It's not because they're Americans, because they're just simply not good enough. That's what I don't like. It's like, when you're not good enough, you're not good enough. It's not because no one's, it's just, we're too fragile, man. Our country has become too fragile. Like, you need to be able to say things. You need to be able to say, it's like, whatever. I don't know. I won't get into it because I might get canceled, but I just think we need more freedom to say what we think. And, I'm saying this to you, but through you. And I'm saying this because, I just think Americans in general, and when I say the U.S. men's national team, I'll be quite blunt. You're pampered. Nothing comes earned to you. If you're good enough, you would start and you would play and you would be at the top level. I'll take, for example, the golden boy of America, Christian Pulisic, goes to Chelsea, does not, in my view, succeed, has all the ability to, goes to Milan, Italy, the lesser league, the slower league, still a hugely valued club, but you're not in the best league in the world anymore at one of the top sides. So, it is a step down. You can spin it how you want, but it was a failure. So, and it just goes on from there. So Italy and Germany are great places for Americans, but they're obviously few and far between have made it in England because it is the hardest league in the world. That's why in the Ronaldo Messi debate, it's hard to, I'm Messi, but he never played in England. So it's tough. It's like, but he could have made it, right? You would think Messi, I mean, he's the man. Like he's playing, like he just can turn it on. He's like Michael Jordan, but yeah. So anyways, I'll watch it, Martin. I'll watch it. All right. I'll watch it. I know it's a book too, and I know it's I'll watch it. Okay. James Floyd Hasselbank, the Leeds legend, England pen coach for the Cup. Interesting. Okay. All right. There's talk of signing number 9. I can't believe I'm on this long, but I like your comments. There's talk of signing number 9. I think we have enough strikers. Damn United is it's a film. Yeah, I know it's a film, not a documentary. Yeah. Watch. Okay. Yeah. I mean, as far as number 9 goes, Bamford's going to be. I don't trust Bamford to stay healthy the entire season. Mateo Joseph is still very young, although I like what I see. So yeah, I mean, they just don't grow on trees, do they? Number 9s. So it's tough. I honestly think Bamford starts the season as our number 9. I don't think we move on from Bamford. He's the last remaining. It's interesting. The bottom of the pitch and the top of the pitch. Meslier and Bamford, I think both of them stay and start from the Bielsa era. All right, that's my time. I will watch I'm not tonight, not this morning. I will watch the Damn United. Marching on Leeds. Good business. Let me know what you think of Joe Rothwell. Good signing, solid signing, championship signing. What do you think? Marching on Leeds.